All right, so we've got a Bert Show listener here. We're going to call her Zoe. Man, is she in a tight spot right now because she got married and then found out something about this dude that she should have found out way before they got married. Hey, Zoe.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Okay, you sent us this email a few days ago. Tell them what's going on. This is so strange.
So I'm just hoping to get some advice. I was set to get married to have the ceremony in August, and I found out my fiance has two kids that I never knew about.
So wait,
And
so you're not married yet, Zoe. You're set to get married this August and just found out this information.
we got legally married in Vegas in December because we were supposed to get legally married because our wedding is to be in Mexico. So we had to get legally married before we had the ceremony there.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so you are legally married.
But doing your ceremony for friends and family this August.
Right.
Okay, there's so much to unpack here. So, A, how did you find out?
Yeah.
B, did he come clean? And why had he hidden it for so long?
So I found out because my sister found it odd that his family never came to like any of the engagement events, like the family gatherings and stuff like that. And so she hired a PI and she went with her intuition without telling me. And she found out that he had two kids that I never knew about. And when I confronted him about it, he denied it. He basically told me that he was willing to take a DNA test. So I was like, okay, that's odd. And I was like, so I found the woman from the information that they gave me, and I messaged her on Facebook, and she was like, hey, I know about you, congratulations, and this and that. And I was like, you know about me? And she said, yeah, I know. We actually have a daughter together. Do you also know about his son? And I was like, no.
Wow.
And there's a whole other woman that he has a son with. And when I went back home and I asked him again, I said, this woman is agreeing to do a DNA test. How are you sure these aren't your kids? And he said, no, they're not my kids. Mind you, my friend was with me at the time trying to calm me down because I'm just like figuring all this stuff out. And he's saying that that's the reason he didn't tell me right then and there. And so he wouldn't tell me the truth, so I went to his mom's house and just asked her, and she was like, yes, he does have kids. I did tell him that he needed to tell you sooner. I didn't want to be in the middle of it, which is why we didn't come around to the celebratory event for your wedding.
Wow, there's so much to try to work through here, man. All these trust issues. Because essentially, I mean, you married a guy that isn't 100% real.
And the fact that he was lying about it, and on top of lying about it, knew he was lying and was willing to take the test to waste more of your time and more money and everything else, it would just add so many more layers of I wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah, because it's one thing to hide it, and then it's one thing to get confronted with about it, and then lie about it completely. Because then that tells me you think I'm stupid and you don't respect me.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, I
And
mean,
that's the biggest thing I'm dealing with right now is I feel very manipulated because he knew from the very beginning I would have never dated him because it's just a personal preference. I just don't date men with kids.
yeah.
And then there's something else here too, Zoe. Like if you do want to have kids of your own, a man who denies having children is not a man I want to have kids with.
Oh.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
'Cause that's a special kind of lie right there.
yeah, well, I mean, what exactly is the advice that you're looking for here? Because I feel like you called up, but you already know in your gut what you're going to do.
I guess I'm just trying to figure out if anyone has been through something similar because I was single for a long time before him, so like I got to know myself, and this is the first time that I've genuinely felt that I want to be with this person, I want to marry this person. Like, people have asked me to marry them before. This is just the first time I've said yes because I genuinely felt like this was my person. He treats me so different. Like, outside of this, we never had any real issues.
Yeah, I guess you would have to ask yourself the kind of person you are. This one here is such a deep lie on so many different levels and so many different times that because of my trust issues, I couldn't continue in this marriage. That would be it for me. And it's easier for me to say than it is for you. I'm not the one in love and feeling all those things. But I would also say to myself, like, I fell in love with a person that I thought had different values or had the same values. And clearly they don't. And that's what everything is built on.
I'm reading the email that you had sent us. So you said you got the wedding annulled after you found out this secret. So now technically you guys are no longer like tied together, correct?
Correct.
And then your sister, who I'm going to side with here, is saying that you need to stay as far away from this man. But your own mother is telling you to stay with him and try to work it out?
Yeah, I think it's because my mom married my stepdad, and my stepdad didn't ever want kids. But she was upfront and honest, like, hey, I have 3 kids. And she was saying my ex-husband had a conversation with my mom and then kind of explained that he was basically just cornered and he wanted to tell me. And he said we would have conversations, like when we would have debates with friends and we'd be at outings, and that I would make comments about not wanting to be men with kids. And I'm so glad that I don't have someone like that. And he said it would make it difficult for him to be able to tell me.
Yeah, don't let her baggage be your baggage.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. This is always an interesting exercise for me. Zoe, if you were giving advice to your best friend Zoe, who came to you with the exact same situation, what would your advice to your friend be?
I would tell her to leave.
There you go.
There it is.
Wah, wah.
And I don't like the whole someone lying to you because they're afraid to tell you the truth because they might lose you. Like that should never fly. At the end of the day, you should have whatever it takes for you to be honest and to stand on business as a man and be honest, and then give the person the opportunity to walk away or to stay. But he manipulated you is what he did.
And Zoe, obviously the grand lie is the fact that he had 2 kids and didn't disclose it. But how many little lies did he tell you throughout the relationship? Because did he go your entire relationship without ever seeing his kids? Or did he lie about where he was going to go see his kids?
No, he was lying where he was going. Like, he would tell me he was going to his mom's house. Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
You're going to always wonder what else he's lying about.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I think you gave yourself the answer here. Nobody is stuck, Zoe. There are very few people that are stuck. They are making difficult decisions, and they're complicated decisions and going through a really tough time, but don't think that you're stuck.
And is it okay if Abby reaches out to you? Because I think she needs to use you for an episode of her Breakup Breakdown podcast.
Oh, yeah. Please hit me up, Abby at thebertshow.com. I look forward to interviewing you throughout this entire thing.
Oh, Zoe, I'm sorry you're going through this whole thing. Please keep in touch with us, though, okay?
Okay, thank you guys.
All right, bye-bye.
The Bert Show.